Yo, what is up YouTube? Back at it with another video. Here with my end of July recap on the ecom journey. I know lighting and shit is different. It's late at night here in Toronto. But I wanted to get a video out because I set the goal to upload 4 videos. So I'm literally just gonna record and upload this one real quick. So just giving the recap on July, what's been happening. If you've been following along the journey, you know at the start of the month we're hitting 1K days with this one store, and it was going well. I talked about it last week how the main bottleneck was creatives, and the plan was to just get as many creatives into the ad account and try to diversify the spend, because basically all the spend was going to one creative. The issue was after doing all the fixes, getting new creatives into the ad account, nothing would take over. Just that one winning creative ate up all the spend, and it got to the point where the CPM started to rise, CPC started to rise, and also the CPA started to rise. So overall, decided to kill the product. I know if you guys watched that first video in July, I talked about how this might be a seasonal product. And yeah, it did come to an end, and I was quite prepared for it to come to an end. This isn't the first time this has happened this year. If you watched early on in the year, around February, I had a store where this happened, and basically, yeah, it repeated itself again. But it was okay. I just needed some momentum because, Q2 was rough, and we're now 1 month into Q3, and we have a nice little win under our belt. We're going to keep stacking those wins. So with that store now killed, I have 2 product tests ready to go. One has already been launched, and one is going to be launched tonight. And these are on 2 separate stores, 2 separate niches. And that's what I've been doing since I've killed the product. I can show you the stats, what happened with that product. But basically from my last video, we're hitting 1K days. I think we even hit a 1K day before I decided to kill it, because it was just so inconsistent. The jumps were crazy, and even though I would lower the budgets, things weren't getting that much better. And just the CPM rose a lot from usually day 1 CPMs are your worst, but the CPMs were getting just worse and worse. I think this is in Canadian dollars, like around a $250 CPM. So I would make a case study for this product for you guys to see. But I'm still going to use the store that it's on to test other products within that niche. Once I decide to move on from that store, I'll hop into the ad account, I'll reveal the product, I'll show you guys everything like I did in the past with my other case study. Yeah, so moving on to the new month. I think this was a good month overall. I think inputs overall were good. Obviously, losing a store and losing a product and not being able to scale sucks, but I think overall work was good because I was getting really set up for these Q4 stores, and I'm building momentum with that. Basically, I don't want to reveal too much sauce, but you just want to know what usually pops off in Q4, find the trend, and basically get everything ready to go. And then once you start seeing the trend increase, that's when you start your ads, and that's when you start breaking even. You just want to be breaking even when the trend starts, and then you just want to take market share. And as the trend continues to scale, you scale your budgets up, and the ROAS will increase, your CPA will drop, and you'll be scaling in Q4. So I got those set up this month. Honestly want to do more for the coming month. I can't believe it's already August. It's been a crazy journey looking back on it. Lots of ups, lots of downs. I think starting this video journal, I expected more. Especially now that we're over 7 months into the new year. We're past the halfway point, and I can dwell on it, but honestly, I've learned a lot. I understand kind of more on what it takes and what is more important to me than I learned more about ecom and life, the total picture this year than I did in previous years, because it wasn't easy. Because it hasn't been easy. I have no major successes to show you guys. I'm just so grateful that I have these 2 brands that I have been running for. This one brand has been is going to be coming up on 1 year, and this other brand I've been running has been 2 years. I've showed you guys the Shopify plaques and stuff. I'm so grateful that I've had those. And this year I've just realized that, yeah, I keep pushing, and sometimes like, oh yeah, by the way, if you guys hear all the noise in the background, it's just my dishwasher. Sorry, getting sidetracked, but yeah, because it's been tough and things have come into question in my own mind, I just get to reflect and realize like what's really important to me, and being able to separate all this ecom stuff with what I want in general with life is something very important, because it's very easy to get like just so entrenched in this game, like this ecom game, to where ecom kind of becomes your life, you know? Your mood is dictated on how you're doing, how your sales are doing, and you're basically a slave to ecom in a sense. And there's not much freedom if I just kept pushing and kept reaching for more and more and more and grabbing for more and more and more. I'm not saying that's bad, but because it's been hard, it puts it into question for myself that, is the juice really worth the squeeze? Because I do have two great brands that have been running, and I'm so grateful that I get to like live in downtown Toronto. Like, that's not the cheapest city, but I live here quite comfortably, you know? And I get to, you know, go on trips with my friends, go shopping when I want to, take care of my parents, do all this, and yeah. And do that without being super attached to ecom and being attached to the results you get from ecom. And because it's been rough this year, it just feels good to be learning and growing as a person in general. You know, it doesn't have to always result into more money, which is kind of what I was trying to say in that long spiel. But I'll open up my laptop, show you guys kind of the results on why I decided to kill that product. And yeah, lots of lessons learned. We're going to take these lessons and move on to the next month, move on to August, the 8th month of the year. Crazy to say that. Crazy that I've been documenting this journey so far. But yeah, I'll open up the laptop and show you guys the results. Hold up. Okay, without leaking anything, as you can see, this is where I killed the product. I think this is where or this is the day after, or I don't know. I can't remember when I recorded the last video. But basically, as you can see, I think the last video I uploaded was on July 20th, and that was let's go to July 20th. So that was a $371 day, which was not good at the time, because I think before that it did a 1K day. I don't know, but you can see there's just a big drop off in sales. Like, remember, we were doing like 1K days with this store, big drop off in sales, and then randomly a 1K day, then another big drop. This right here, I remember thinking, I was like, okay, maybe this was just a rough week. That's what I was thinking. Okay, if this was a rough week and we're back to 1K days, I'm gonna try to keep pushing. I think I kept the budget, whatever I spent on this day was what the budget was set for this day, and I got 68% drop in sales. That's when I realized I'm gonna kill this, because I knew there was a bit of a seasonality with this product, and I knew it was gonna be short-lived a little. So that's when I decided to kill it. And from here to here is when I started the next product test. So give me 1 second while I open that up without leaking anything. So here's the first 2 days of the new product test. This is at like a 1 ROAS, 1.2 ROAS, something like that. AOV again, quite low. I'm hoping people start taking the more expensive bundle. But the reason why I'm keeping this on, it's only day 2. And we had 1 sale, 2 sales, 4 sales, day 1. This is day 1. Then day 2, you can see we have 5 sales. So things are getting better. And the CPMs dropped today. This is today, right here. So CPMs dropped, CPCs dropped, and the conversion rate is good. It's just the AOV is low. Like, the overall CPA for the first 2 days are actually something you would be quite happy with. It's just the overall AOV is low. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it on for at least 1 or 2 more days, see how the campaigns optimize, and I'll let you guys know how this product test does. So I also have another product test going live in an hour. Yeah, so that'll be the first product test of August, and we'll see how that goes. Have lots of products in the pipeline, have the Q4 stores in the pipeline, and yeah, I'm learning a lot, growing a lot, reflecting a lot, and I'm happy I'm documenting the process with you guys. it ain't all sunshine and rainbows over here on the ecom space. And yeah, it's not supposed to be easy. That's why not everyone gets it. But I'm here to just show you kind of a realistic point of view that there is a struggle no matter what level you're at. I don't think I'm very good at this ecom stuff, but even someone like me who has 2 brands that have been doing quite well, there's ups and downs, and I'm just excited for the end of the year because I know Q4 is obviously a great time for ecom, and I think the plays I made in the previous 31 days, so the last 31 days, start of Q3, I think I did great moves to start, and I think those moves will translate well for the rest of the year. So yeah, that's it for me, YouTube. I'll catch you next week. Peace out.